Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to get this video out there as soon as I could. I thought this was really important, and I'm sure any girl, fair-skinned, dark-skinned, has experienced this, and it's such a horrible thing. It's when you go out and you're all dressed up and your makeup's done and it looks great, and then you try to take a picture with your iPhone or whatever phone you're using, and you got the flash going on, and it just ruins everything. You'll either get this ghostly cast, or for me in particular, my face will be 10 times lighter than the rest of my body. It just looks freaking crazy. So, I'm just gonna go through my 4 top rules that I think work the best to combat that problem. So stay tuned if you're interested. Time for the countdown, guys. Let's start with number 1. This is probably the hardest thing to do because when you want to take a picture, you want to take it wherever. Like wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. So this one's kind of difficult. That's probably why it's number 1 for me. It would be try to take your picture in a room that has some sort of lighting, like some other source of lighting going on, and it's not pitch black, because that really helps like bounce light off of each other and diffuse the whole gray to light, gray to your actual skin tone problem. Number 2 would be when you're taking your picture with your iPhone, your Android, whatever you're using, try not to have the flash like up in your face. Like try to have it far away, and I think that will really help. The farther away you can get it, the better you can reduce or slightly combat that whole flash. Horrible. It's just horrible. I have no words. Number 3 would be try to not use so many products with SPF. Now, I use the Yves Saint Laurent foundation at the Touche Eclat in B70, but it comes with an SPF of 70. Sorry, an SPF of 19. I'm acting crazy. So my problem there is like, I don't really like any other foundation and how it matches my skin. And I do like the Yves Saint Laurent one the best, and I feel like that matches me the best. So I don't feel like I should have to get rid of my foundation because it has an SPF, because during the day that's great, but at night is when you're predominantly using your flash is when I have this problem. So I tried to figure out ways to combat this, and what else I could say is like the flash actually comes from products in your foundation or in your moisturizers that are called titanium oxide and zinc oxide and silica, which are in those HD powders. And I think in the Makeup Forever when it's in there, that whole product is, that setting powder is predominantly made out of silica. So that's what's happening when it's like a flash, it's like in your face. That's what's actually happening there. It's the light reflecting off those particular products. So when I go out at night, let's say I won't use an SPF. So this is the moisturizer I use during the day. It's an SPF of 30, and these Paula products, which I love, will be coming up in another video about my skincare routine, but I wouldn't put this on. I'll just put on like a serum of some kind and then follow with like my primer. That would be my number 3. Just keep it out of the mix, because you don't want to, like, my foundation already has SPF, so I don't want to keep loading it on, especially for nighttime where I'm gonna be using my phone and the flash a lot. My last one, and it's probably like the biggest difference I've seen, is your setting powder. Now, I've watched a few videos, and you guys all might know Wayne. I'll link his channel in the corner, and he really helped me. Oh no. his video really helped me when he spoke about fighting off flashback. So I thought I'd try out his theory. He said basically that your setting powder, if you're using those setting powders, you should use one that's a little bit tinted so you won't get that white ghostly cast. So I looked around because I'm a combination skin. I'm really oily in my T-zone, but normal everywhere else. So I tried to find one that was mattifying as well, so it could serve two purposes, so tinted and mattifying. The one I found and really like, because it's smoothing also, it really smooths out everything and makes my face look finished, is the Coverfx, and I'm in Deep, and this is their mattifying setting powder. You get 10 grams of product. If you're in Canada, it's not at Sephora. It is sold at Shoppers Drug Mart, I'm pretty sure. And but in the States, it's sold at Sephora, the Coverfx line. Here in Canada, I purchased this at Shoppers Drug Mart for $33, and it is definitely worth it. So what I do is I just open this up. It's gonna be so messy. And a little tip is when you open products like this, which are like loose powders, open them upside down so then you don't lose any product. All the product just kind of falls into the lid is what you want. So it has a little sifter. The sifter's closed right now, but to contain the product, so it could, I mean, if you use it this way upside down instead of right side up, it might make a difference. But basically, I take a big fluffy brush, I put it into the cap, I dust off the rest, and then I just lightly over my face. Just to, you know, I usually do this after I've put on my concealer, and I've set my under eye concealer, and I've set my, I've set my under eye concealer. I'll dust this all over my face, very lightly, and mainly in the, predominantly around the outer edge, because I don't want this part to get any darker because I've obviously highlighted and I've set it with a lighter powder. So that's what I do, and I've noticed a difference. So I'm gonna stick in some pictures right here that show you what my face looked like with a flash and with no setting powder, not using any of these tricks. So I took the pictures close up in a pitch black room. I was wearing my foundation, sorry, my moisturizer, my foundation, everything with SPF. And I was wearing a SPF setting powder as well on top, so you could see that. And then now I'll stick in the picture after, where I took these pictures far away in a slightly lit area that was still dark. I needed a flash, but there was some other light going on far away. And finally, with this powder on top, and it really worked out well. My face does look different. You guys can be the judge. Try these things out, see if they work for you. Tell me what you think. I like to hear if these tips helped anyone. But yeah, stay tuned for more videos, guys. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe.